you define the role of governments in this process. And yes, it was created by the United States in the 1990s, but the actual structure under which it operates, I think, was developed in more of a multi-stakeholder fashion. And their governments are just a group of stakeholders. They do not have veto power. They do not ultimately review and say yay or nay to what comes out of it. They have to find a way to participate, and it's been a struggle. Although the way the bylaws are written, governments get kind of a leg up on all other stakeholders, because once they opine on a matter, ICANN has to react to their advice in a way that's different than reacting to advice of other stakeholders, but they can reject it. They don't have to accept it. And I think the real challenge that I'm sorry we couldn't have more of a discussion of, which will be reflected in the work this year, is how do governments find their place in this? How do they get to the comfort level where they are willing to be part of the stakeholder body, part of providing input, but don't feel like they have to have the ultimate control over the final decision making? And I think that's the challenge we've got this year. That's the challenge you have when you talk to governments in the developing world about this. And what it requires is having strong constituencies in all of these countries, such as civil society and businesses and technical experts, who say, we have something to contribute to this, and we want to be able to have input into that final decision making as well.
So is Brazil an opportunity for the U.S. government to carry that vision forward, Larry?
I think it is, but I think, as I said yesterday, what's more important is to be finding other countries, such as Brazil itself, to start carrying that flag forward. And I do think that the way this is played out, particularly as I understand what Brazil's planning, there will be delegations by country, but they're being designed so that governments are a minority in the country's official delegation, but more importantly, there will then be opportunities for anybody to participate wherever they are. I think if they can get to a Cisco telepresence location, they're going to have an opportunity to participate wherever they are worldwide, and I think that's important.
I think that Larry's emphasis on the broad, as he put it, ungated participation model is very important, because it is a step in the direction of overcoming suspicions about other decision-making methodologies and approaches that have been used so often, that carry with them all the doubts that we've been referring to already. I just want to suggest, Larry, that maybe you understate the degree to which there has to be some orchestration before that event happens. That is, I don't think you just put a sign outside that says, come on in. You've got to set an agenda. That is a politically sensitive matter. And who gets to participate in setting the agenda? That's often a working group of some